What is up, guys? It's Scott with Never Hedge, and today we are talking about Corsair Gaming Inc., stock symbol CRSR. If you're active in the Reddit community, no doubt, I'm sure you've heard of this stock, especially in the last couple of days, and we're going to get into today whether this is a legit squeeze play or it's just a fucking pump and dump. The two can sometimes be used interchangeably. A squeeze versus a pump and dump. So we're going to get right into that. So full disclosure, I am an idiot and did buy a couple hundred shares of this. I did get in at $27 and then I sold half at 30. We're definitely up a little bit on this, doing okay so far. Still have half the play going strong here. Just wanted to take a little bit of profit. Didn't want to get pounded in case this thing dumped like it did a little bit yesterday. Let's see what we got for the RSI from yesterday to close. 62.05 to close the day. So that is pretty strong. Right now we're sitting at 83.6. So we could have a little bit of a pullback on market open today. It is a little bit before market open right now. MACDs yesterday were looking really strong, but let's get right into it. I'm sure that a lot of you guys have read this post on the play of the century by Epic Oliver 3 a couple days ago. What's up, retards? I spent the last 2 weeks finding the best stock play to make you rich, and it looks like CRSR is getting ready to go to the moon. No more will your wife's boyfriend bully you for your micro penis. After CRSR, you will be rich enough to get penis enlargement surgery and finally have a dong bigger than his. Now, before you retards go gamble all of your life savings on a chance to get penis enlargement surgery, let me explain why CRSR will go to the moon. First red flag there. All right, first the fundamentals. Now, bear with me. I know you retards don't like fundamentals, so I will make it as short and colorful as possible. Fundamentally, the company is one of the most undervalued companies I have ever seen. Net revenue was $472 million, an increase of 24.3% year over year. Gross profit was $130 million, an increase of 24.1% year over year, with peripherals, whatever. Operating income was $34.7 million, a decrease of 4.7%. Adjusted operating income was $49.3 million. So looks like their operating income is going down, but their gross revenue and profit is going up. That is a pretty solid sign right there. Net income was $27.7 million, or 0.28 per diluted share, compared to the diluted share. Adjusted net income was $35.7 million, 36 cents per diluted share. Corsair has grown at 24.3% year over year, despite chip shortages, reopening, supply chain shocks, commodity inflation, and last year being especially good for them because of lockdowns. They also own Elgato, which specializes in studio equipment for streamers, and Origin PC, which builds custom PCs. These two additional companies have been growing rapidly and allow Corsair to capture the whole gaming peripheral market. Despite being a well-run, profitable company in a growing industry, they are priced at half of the S&P 500's profit-to-earnings ratio. So the S&P 500's standard profit-to-earnings ratio is 35.07, and Corsair's is only 17.38. So that is actually pretty solid information. Additionally, the float is only around 88 million, so Wall Street Bets could literally buy the entire float. And the options chains, which I can confirm on Chart Exchange here, there are a shit ton of 30 and 32.50 and even $35 calls that are expiring September 17th. So if Corsair gets above 35 by September 17th, up to 2 million shares will need to be purchased. This is even before Wall Street Bets has gotten their greasy hands on it. I'm sure by September 17th, open interest will be much higher, because of this fucking post. Having so many options out of the money is perfect for a gamma squeeze. Additionally, due to delta hedging, more implied volatility on options and options that go in the money, the more stock market makers will need to buy to hedge against the options that they sold. Having so many options contracts sold on a smaller market cap stock is perfect for a gamma squeeze. Implied volatility will go through the roof once Wall Street Bets buys causing market makers to hedge, creating a feedback loop. So this actually seems to be happening. Corsair options are super cheap, which gives a good entry point for Wall Street Bets retards and makes it much easier to increase the open interest. Corsair has a short interest of around 24%, which I also can confirm. It's 24% right now. And for the past few weeks, around 40% of the volume has been sold short. And at the same time, shorts have been adding positions. Large institutional investors have been buying heavily. I also can confirm that the high short interest combined with strong fundamentals, a bullish options market, and large institutional investors being on our side means shorts are absolutely fucked. This stock is going to the moon. Here's a nice little fucking drawing that sold me on this one. So let's actually go to Fintel and see what's going on here. So first thing that jumps out at me, what really pushed me over the edge a couple days ago when I bought this was the days to cover was over 6. So basically anything under 6 days to cover is fairly easy. Over 6 days to cover means that a short squeeze is actually possible, and anything over 10 days to cover means a short squeeze is probably going to happen. So this has come down a little bit. Not sure what's going on there, but we do have a high short squeeze score here at 71.39, and the short shares availability are only at 90,000 from about an hour ago, and we were as low as 40,000 yesterday. Short bar fee rate was as high as 5 yesterday, and looks like 7 the day before that when I actually picked some up. Now we're sitting around 4.88, and let's see what we got for institutional buys here. So we didn't have any yesterday, but we do have a bunch from the last couple of days. One for 3,500, 409, 10,000, 27,000, 21,000. So these 21,000 are close to $1 million here. 900,000, 359, 14, 117. So yeah, there are quite a few big institutional buys here. That is a strong signal for this company. And so for yesterday, dark pool volume is very high at 43%, 2.9 million shares traded on the dark pool. And let's go down to the short interest. So short volume looks like just about half of the total volume. So yeah, this thing is definitely heavily shorted. Let's confirm that over on the naked short report. We don't have anything for yesterday, but for August 30th, August 30th was a lower volume day, but we were sitting at 34% of all exchange reported volume was shorted. Have a couple more things to get to on this. First, we got a quick word from the sponsor, ethbets.org. If you love gambling on meme stocks, you'll love gambling on sports as well. Join ETH Bets Sportsbook today and receive a 50% welcome bonus up to $500. And ETH Bets does accept all major cryptocurrencies as well as over 20 ERC and BSC-based tokens. They take SafeMoon, Doge, Shiba Inu, as well as this extensive list here. And if you don't see your favorite token on the list, you can email them to see if they will accept your preferred ERC or BSC-based token. All you got to do to set up an account is fill out your email and your preferred token for deposit. And we are taking the Yankees minus 1.5 runs over the Los Angeles Angels, throwing 50 on that. This is the most discussed stocks on Wall Street Bets in the last 24 hours. So Corsair is sitting at number 4. So there is obviously a lot of buzz on this, which could lead to a ton of volume flooding into the stock, as we have seen yesterday. And this is a little bit of a more extensive DD post on the actual fundamentals of the company that we'll get into right now. Corsair, the sleeping giant, round 2 yesterday gained a popularity again thanks to a new Reddit post and is currently in the top 3 in trends. Yep, right there. It has since slipped to number 4. To put some context, too many people think they are an RGB and they have some peripherals in mouses, keyboards, and headphones. Corsair is a video game holding company. They do pretty much everything. Corsair has acquired several companies in the last 3 years, including Scuff Gaming, Origin, Gamer Sensei, Elgato, Visuals by Impulse, and all that's left is to enter the mobile gaming world, and they will literally dominate the entire gaming market. And seeing their pace of acquisitions, I'm sure they will do this sooner or later. The company is focused on the streaming world in Elgato and Visuals by Impulse, which, as I'm sure you all know, is growing at an unstoppable pace, competing head-to-head with traditional television. It's only a matter of time before it becomes the most popular way to consume content. It is also looking to improve its service and subscription revenues, and in the last few months alone, they launched 84 new products and shipped 33 million units around the world and acquired 3 new companies. They're expanding very aggressively and currently sell products in 26 categories, so they are pretty well diversified as well, and they have some of the largest communities of all of the video game brands. Jesus, they have 3.7 video views on YouTube and over 715 million hours watched on Twitch. Good God. 1.9 million subs on YouTube, 4.2 million followers on Facebook, 6 million on Twitter, 6.8 on Instagram. Good God. This thing is giant. All of its segments are growing at an astounding pace, but as you can see, the content creators segment is simply incredible. Elgato has a virtual monopoly in the capture spotlight, Stream Deck, green screen, and they have just launched a face cam that is getting very good sales. 529 million revenue in Q1 2021. These spectacular results have been achieved at a rather adverse time. Shipping costs have risen dramatically due to inflation, especially for container shipments from China. Chip shortages have also been a huge problem, and let's not forget Corsair has a leading position in RAM memory, power supplies, magnetic levitation fans, RGB, and nowadays it is very expensive to buy a graphics card, which has prevented many people from building their own computers. We also come from a period of pandemic, which many people thought that its sales were going to plummet, but in spite of all this, it has produced very good results. I didn't read anything. I'm in. Pretty much sums it up, guys. So the reason I bought is I think this is actually a legit company, and if this thing does squeeze, that is just the icing on the cake, but don't take my word for it. As always, do your own due diligence and maybe draw some pictures and post them for other people so that they can just blindly follow you on Reddit. But that is just about going to do it for this one, guys. So as always, please make sure you're subscribed to the channel for more updates on Corsair Gaming as well as other stocks and tokens we like. And I thank you guys so much for watching this far, and I'll see you in the next video.